everybody. Welcome back to Paranormal. I hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day today. I can't complain. Uh, Anytime with the kids is a good time. Most of the time. Sometimes, to be honest. But it's always good to see their smiling faces. Uh, I just want to, before I get started on this session, address the issue. I've got somebody worrying themselves to death about my K2 meter, where it's at. I've been doing this so much that I know where and when my K2 is safe from interference. Thank you. That's their way of saying yes, he does. This person is giving me a headache. They're saying that my Wi-Fi is setting it off. My amp speakers are setting it off. The same person I said that said, "Did you know your amp had speakers?" Yep, that's him. Even my spirit friends, I think, are annoyed with him because they were afraid I was going to take away the K2. But no, if it was the amp setting it off right now, it would just be, even one little light would be going sporadic. Um, so, and you guys know how my spirits react with me on the K2, no matter where it is or where I'm at, whether I'm sitting in my recliner holding it. If I didn't think it was safe where it was at, I wouldn't have it there. If I thought there was any doubt at all. Now, further over, a few inches to the right, I wouldn't put it there, because there's a chance it would go sporadic, because I've watched it. Thank you guys. So it is safe where it is. So I hope that person can sleep tonight knowing that it is very well safe where it is. The amp is on. I'll even ask a couple test questions. Thank you. Are any of my girlfriends here tonight? If any of my girlfriends are here tonight, would you please light up the lights? Okay. Doesn't seem too sporadic. Did anybody go see their children today? Any fathers go visit their sons for Father's Day today? That's good. I'm glad you did. And so you guys saw that was right on cue. That wasn't sporadic at all. I tried to explain to the guy that I know my spirit friends know me and I know them, and that my subscribers know my spirits by now in the way they communicate with me. That's been with me long enough. I wouldn't put it in a place that would jeopardize the field. It's too important to me. I spend too much time and too much money and too much effort to put it in a place that would jeopardize anything. So, as a matter of fact, by me putting it where it was, I jeopardized it. Did you knock it over? I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It may have got touched a little bit too hard there and got knocked off the box, because that is pretty well solid Velcro to that stand. It is a little top heavy, yes, but the stand has never given away like that before. Did one of you guys do that? Was it one of my girlfriends? That's what I thought. See, that's not sporadic. That was a question answered. So, to the person that keeps sending me all your tips, thank you for all of your tips, but I really don't need them. As far as the K2 goes, I appreciate them. I know everything there is to know about a K2. I've been in the field long enough, and it's safe where it's at. There's no sporadic action going on, as you can see. They've been answering my questions on cue. It's safe where it's at, or it wouldn't be there. I guarantee you that. My subscribers know I wouldn't do that to them. So yeah, let's get started with a session, shall we, guys? All right. Try not to knock it over anymore, guys, okay? If you understand me, will you light up the lights? Do you understand me? Whoever knocked it over? Okay, thank you. Oh boy, that was just a sporadic hit there, wasn't it? Off the rails. Alright, are you guys ready to do a session with the spirit box tonight? I have 3 recorders going. So, I'm going to try to get a better angle for you guys. A little bit. Thank you. And he'll say because I moved my phone, which looks closer than it is, that it set it off. Let's test that theory, just to be sure that it's not setting it off. Okay, so I don't have to deal with that question. Sorry about that, guys, but this guy's just really getting on my nerves. Alright. I think I'm going to use this box. No. Yeah. I think I will I'll go ahead and use the divination box. Yeah. A lot of my subscribers like it, and I like it as well, but I don't get, thank you, as many female spirits to come through the divination box. Hello, friends. is everybody? Everybody having a good night? That's good. If it's not too painful, can any of you tell me how you passed away? Are any of my girlfriends here tonight? Can you tell me how old you are? Thank you. Do you have a message for humanity tonight? So what's your name? Can you tell me your name? Darren? Nice to meet you, Darren. I'm Mike. Yeah, I'm Mike. Did you have a good Father's Day? That's good. Who's the oldest spirit here tonight? Thank you. Can you light up the lights on that? Thank you. Right on cue. No sporadicness there. Thank you guys for lighting the lights up. Yeah, that's not too sporadic, and that was right on cue. So I think that person can sleep easy tonight, knowing my K2. They just told me yes. Yes, they're idiots. They just said they're idiots. Are any of my girlfriends here tonight yet? If there are, would you light the lights? So can we have sex on the other side? Wow, what a hit. Excellent. Tell me what it's like. Can, can we orgasm in the spirit world? Thank you. I don't know who that was. It's past 1 o'clock. You're absolutely correct. Thank you for lighting the lights up. Does that... Are any of my girlfriends here yet? Light up... Okay. I was wondering when they'd show up. So, let's just do a quick recap. I want you guys to understand. I don't understand. I never said I understand every word that comes out. Okay? I never claimed to be Mr. Hear-It-All. I never claimed that. I never claimed that. Like I've said many a times, that's why I run. I've got 3 digital recorders here. 1, 2, 3, and then I have another 2 below down here. So I'm running 5. A certain somebody, I'm not going to name his name, said I was lazy. Well, let me tell you guys something about that. Going through 5 digital recorders is quite a bit of work, listening to the whole session over and over and over and over and over. But what I've noticed, like I've told you before, is I can pick up something on one digital recorder that was right next to the other one and not hear what was picked up right next to the other one. And it's very strange and I don't understand it. But that's just part of the paranormal. Just like I've actually picked up the sound on some of my recorders before of my ghost meter, the exact same beep 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 it makes when you turn it on, when it's off, in and completely they can mimic. Can't you guys? They can mimic noises, and I read up on that because it shocked me. I was like, that's the craziest thing. Why am I getting my ghost meter uh, noise on my recorders when it's put away off with the battery out in my case, in its case? And what research I stumbled upon was that that is a type of poltergeist behavior, and that's what I was getting in that apartment that I lived in that was so haunted, that I actually figured out that there was a suicide there through the use of the technique I told you guys about, using the EVP booster uh, uh, hearing aid, the one I did on the hearing aid app. Well, before that came out, I have a little piece of equipment that is like one of those as seen on TV. It's where you plug it in where you don't bother your partner at night, and all it is basically a hearing aid amplifier. You put your earphones in it and turn your TV down low, and you can turn it up as loud as you want and not bother your partner, or it's good for bird listening, or etc., etc., etc. Okay, so mine was so loud I thought, my gosh, if it raises the threshold of regular noise, of ambient noise, that loud, the one particular model I have is called uh, it's called Ear Spy, uh, and the particular model I have is very loud. It goes darn near as loud as that app, but not even as loud as that free app I was telling you guys about. And the way I figured out what all the activity was about was through that device. I figured out there was a suicide there by simply using that device with a digital voice recorder, and I would pick up the same noise over and over and over and over, and really eerie stuff. Uh, I would pick up what I believed was this guy that committed suicide. I had what you would have called a residual haunt going on at the same time, with a intelligent haunt going on at the same time at my apartment. And it was just total chaos. And one night I decided to put my digital voice recorder, and I still use it. Uh, it's actually one of my favorites. It's the first one I ever had, and it looks brand new. It's the one you get at Walmart that's like $25.99. Uh, the Olympus, and it's got a noise elimination thing on it, and it's just perfect for EVPs. But I'm getting off track here. Thank you for lighting up the lights. So, they're just trying to get my attention right now. That isn't just sporadic K2. Sporadic K2 is just blink, 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 blink. So, I mean, if I say, guys, would you please light up the lights and try to make them blink twice? Would you do that for me? Can you make them blink? Would you mind? If you feel like it, would you mind making the lights blink one time? Thank you. I sure appreciate that. Thanks for being so kind. Uh, would you mind doing it one more time? Would you? Thank you very much. And that was, both of those was on request. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Are all my girlfriends here tonight? Are some of them? Okay. But anyways, you get the idea. And if you go back to my video I did for Kevin Himes, uh, I went through everything at my house and put the K2 to it. I even put it up against my router, everything, and showed you what sporadic K2 looks like. So, yeah. Anyways, I solved a murder that happened in my apartment using the little ear spy, or yeah, ear spy, not spy ear spy or whatever, and a digital recorder. Real scary stuff I got. One night I got a bright idea to lay it on the dresser that was next to our bed, and that's probably, thank you, the scaredest I had ever been in my life, what I heard. It was almost like something came up to it and was going, just right into the microphone. It was boosting it so loud, and just to think, put a put try to put a picture with that horrific noise I couldn't imagine. But I finally figured out who it was or what it was, and I know what it was, my heart and my mind, and they couldn't release any information legally at my apartment complex what happened. And I tried to go down to where that part of town I lived with in my state, and I couldn't get any documentation. They wouldn't release it to me. But I know I had a murder and a suicide in my apartment. And I learned all that just from a digital voice recorder and the mini ear spy. So I kind of ran my mouth on this one tonight, guys. So I hope the video doesn't run out. I use this box for people that are just starting out. They really like it because they can pick it up. That the divination box, they seem to be able to hear it. So that's a good box to start training your ears with. If you want to train your ears and not depend on subtitles, this is the way I look at subtitles, and I guess this is why it pisses some people off. But I've been doing this so long, I see so many subtitles, aka annotations, that are wrong, and it makes me so mad. Because if you think about it, this is to my subscribers. This is to my subscribers that are at my channel to hear what I have to say. I don't need anybody else's advice on the matter, please. This is for my subscribers that are here to hear what I have to say about it. I've got starting to get a pretty good friend named Randy, who's one of my subscribers. Shout out to you, Randy. You're an awesome guy. Uh, I love you to death, buddy. And I appreciate all of the positivity you've sent my way because I've sure needed it lately. And I appreciate you uh, putting up on that video what you said, so I didn't look quite. Everybody got their 2, 3 goddamn chuckles off of it. Pardon my language, I hate to say that. GD chuckles off of it. And I was trying to help. But anyways, before the video runs out, it's good to train your ears and not depend on annotations or subtitles, because a lot of people in the beginning also, there's a counter against that. Other people, I'm not going to name any names, so that makes it okay, will tell you I'm helping, and maybe it does help a lot of people, but for me, I don't want to be the guy that's effing up the annotations. And you got to think about this. Just stop for a minute and think about it. When you see the word, you see it there, your brain is going to think that's what's being said. Is that not common sense? Ask yourself that question, yes or no. Thank you, guys. They just said yes. Yes, major common sense. So that's another reason why even when I get super awesome on my computer, I even said it when I first started my channel, I will not use annotations, subtitles. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that the good people out there that can hear what's going on and truly, and it doesn't take long. I trained somebody not to be or sound like an ass, but I trained somebody that was a total ditz. I mean a total ditz. And within 3 weeks of working with that person, they were able to hear things very, very well. Just give yourself 3 weeks. I mean, 3 weeks. Spend an hour a day really listening to videos like mine. And before you know it, you'll be hearing what's being said. I promise. If I can train, I would love to mention this person and send you to their website or their YouTube channel, because then you would definitely say, oh my God, if they can learn, I can definitely learn. So it just takes time. But there's so many people out there screwing up subtitles. It's ridiculous, and it makes me sick, because there's people out there that just see what's being read and think, oh, that's what's being said, so I'm going to believe it. And I don't want to be that guy. I still want to help, but I don't want to be the guy that does the screwed up annotations, aka subtitles. I don't want to be that guy, guys. So it's not from lack of being lazy. It's frustrating to sit and watch somebody's videos and I'm hearing what's being said and reading something totally different. That is a feeling you will understand someday if you stick with it long enough. You will know what I'm talking about. It's not a good feeling at all. So God bless you guys. This was just more of a talkie than a session. I'm sorry. But I just wanted to prove a point also to the Mr. Yeah, they're telling they're very brain fart telepathic. They are very telepathic. They can read our minds. They really can. That's why they finish our sentences for us. We all know that. So, God bless you guys, and I promise if you just keep with it, you'll get it. Keep with it, you'll get it, won't they? Thank you guys. There's no sporadic activity with the K2 there. They've been answering everything. They like to throw their 2 cents in, but it's not just sitting there going totally bonkers. Would you light up the lights and tell them goodbye? Better hurry. Could you make them blink a couple of times for me? And just light them all the way up. Make them blink twice. That's the way you can tell everybody goodbye.